Hi, Noriko. Did you find a parking place okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Found it all right.
Excellent. And were you able to have enough time to fill out the paperwork?
Yes, I filled it up
Okay.
and should be good.
Okay. And I have to go over confidentiality with you. Um, this is a safe place, and whatever is said between you and me will be confidential. However, there are times when I will have to report that, and that is if you mention harm to someone or to yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Excellent. Do you have any questions?
Not so far.
Okay. Uh, I will also be recording this session. I have, as I am a graduate student, my professor will be assessing my counseling skills.
Okay.
So this will be recorded and shown. But after a short time, it will be destroyed.
Okay.
So thank you for filling out the information sheet.
You're welcome.
And I see, have you been to counseling before?
I have not.
Have not, okay. And do you have any expectations for our session today?
Just to feel a little at ease that I can share things with someone and it's confidential. That's very important to me. It doesn't feel really if I talk to a friend, I'm afraid that will go to somebody else, and knowing that it's confidential, it helps me.
And as I said, this is a safe place, and confidentiality will be adhered to.
Thank you.
All right. Now, I see that you mentioned that you're seeking counseling services because of anger, patience, and management at work.
Yeah. So I work at this company full time. Generally, I'm very, very happy. Things are going well. It's a very small company. Everybody treat everybody right, and I can't complain most of the time. But there's this one gentleman that I have a problem with, and he just makes me feel so useless time to time. He asks me a lot of small things to do. Kind of, I don't think he means it. He's a good person, but he just makes me feel like I'm a very unimportant, and that it's a very small thing, but I don't know what it is, but because I'm generally very, very happy at this company, this small thing affects me a lot to the point that I can't control. That I just think about this all night and can't sleep. So I just wanted to share this with someone so that I'll feel a little better. I would, and I don't know why I think this I'm making this small thing such a big deal. I just can't understand myself. Does that make sense?
It does. You feel unimportant around this person. Can you think to a time where you have not felt unimportant around this person?
It just because we have a very small sales team, and I'm kind of like an admin person, so I'm bottom of the totem pole. So I understand why he treats me the way he treats me, but sometimes he asks me a lot of small things. I don't know. Sometimes, oh, I printed this. Can you go get it? And it just sure, but rest of company, everybody else does it their own, and this person just can't do it. Like if everybody's asking me the same thing, I would be probably okay. But when he's the only one treats me that way, it just feels a little. I really feel important or useless or just I don't know how to explain this. It just makes me feel sad that I don't want to be here. Kind of like don't want to be at this company because I'm not important enough.
So it sounds like he's assigning you small menial tasks that he can do himself.
Right, right. Which everybody does on their own. Like, oh, yes, they're all. I support all of them. Yet he's the only. Everybody else does it their own, but he can't. He can't do it. He asks me. But I'm an assistant, so I'm supposed to do it. But because everybody else doesn't ask me those small things, it just he kind of stands out to me.
And this makes you feel insignificant.
Right. And I think of it over and over, and it just, I don't know, it just affects me so much to the point that I get mad at myself, that I can't let it go. Like, I know it's so small that I need to let it go, and you need to let it go, and I keep it to myself. And because I keep it to myself, it makes me more mad that I can't let it go. And I can't talk to anyone because it's so small. Such a small thing that I don't feel like sharing with someone. And because someone would just say, don't worry about it. And then, that doesn't help me to ease my feelings.
Right. So although you think it's a small thing, it's a big thing to you.
Right. And I don't know why it's such a big thing. It just I think I'm making my problem bigger because I'm like I can't talk to anyone, and I'm just thinking myself. So I just these little things, it just blowing up myself and makes me so mad that I can't let it go.
And with coming to see you coming to counseling, what would your expectations be for our session here?
Just I don't know if this happened to anyone. Like, is it just me that am I so silly to making this little thing so big? It just I get so mad and I just can't control myself, and I just want to kind of talk with someone and see, is this normal? Like,
it's not unusual for people to think small things are important. So I think that you have a valid concern if it bothers you and it keeps you awake at night.
right. It's so small, yet I keep thinking and getting mad, and I can't even sleep, and I can't talk to anyone because it's such a small thing. So I thought, having the counseling and having someone to talk confidentially, I thought that might help to understand myself and sleep better.
Yes, sleep is very very important.
Right, it is to me, right? It's like, unless you have a good night's sleep, it's compounding because I can't sleep and I come to work again with not in a happy stage of mentally I'm not in a happy stage, and then little things just continues, and so even whenever he asks a little things, I get more mad and more mad and more mad, and things just blow up in myself.
Okay. Can you think of a time when you were around this person and you were glad to be spending time with this person?
Once in a while, like if not really at work, but if we go for lunch or dinner, he's generally very happy, funny person. So I think if you're just simply a friend who's not, there's not like work boss, admin kind of relationship, I think he's a fun guy. But yeah, but because we're just, we spend very little time together outside of work. It's just not much opportunity to get to know him. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes. So, because you don't spend much time socializing outside of work, you don't have a better opportunity to get to know him. Is that correct?
Right.
And your goal right now would be to be able to work without this distraction.
Right. Work in a calm way. That if every little thing, whenever he asks me, "Oh, go pick this up," sure, just pick it up. I tell myself, "Oh, just go pick it up," and but I'm making a big deal out of it, and just every time he asks me, I get really irritated. Like, oh, he asked me to pick it up, so I have to pick it up. Like, and so I thought counseling, just talk with someone might help me.
Okay. And if you were to have a perfect work day, what would that entail around this individual?
If he's quiet, that might be helpful, but I read a lot of books because I get mad and I want to know what gives me a calm mind. And I can't change him. He's who he is, and he's not a friend or a family member I can talk about this. And he's a coworker, so it's like really none of my business or his business to talk about his behavior, because he's not doing anything illegally, or he's not doing anything bad about it. He's not a violent person, or he's not yelling or anything. But I can't change him, so I know that I have to change. So but it would be a better day if me coming to work in a calm mind, so I can take things well. So hopefully counseling will help, and I'll go to work with peace of mind. That's my goal.
You appear to have a lot of insight into this issue, and you seem to know that you can't change him, and you may have to change yourself.
Do you think that's the right attitude to deal with this?
You may want to think about maybe setting some boundaries with him.
Mm-hmm.
We can discuss that during our next session.
Sure.
But for now, if you have some spare time, if you could go over some strategies or look at some instances that you think would help, we can meet next week and we can discuss that.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions before you leave?
So next time we'll talk about more examples of his attitude, and we can go over.
Right, and we can discuss strategies and how to make things better and manageable for you at work.
Okay, sounds good.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming in, and we'll see you next time.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, take care, Noriko.
Okay, take care.
Okay, bye. I forgot. Oh, 14:39. Okay, that's good.
Is that good?
Stop.